Imagine you are not born of flesh, water, or earth. You are born of a single careless spark, a strike of lightning from a vengeful sky, or the friction of dry wood rubbed by a restless wind. You are not a creature, you are an event, a chemical reaction, a force of nature. You are a wildfire. Your first breath is not of air, but of oxygen fueling your hunger. Your first cry is not a sound, but the crackle of a dying leaf. Your purpose, from the very moment of your birth, is singular and terrifying. To consume, to spread, to devour everything in your path. To the world you are an apocalypse, a roaring monster of orange and black, a bringer of smoke and ash. But to be born a wildfire is to be a being without a will, a slave to the very elements that created you. It is to be a force of unstoppable destruction, destined to leave nothing but a scorched and silent earth in your wake. Chapter 1. The hunger, without a mind. You are defined by a relentless, insatiable hunger. But this is not the hunger of a predator, which is driven by the need to survive. Your hunger is mindless, it is a chemical imperative. You do not eat to live, you live to eat. You consume without prejudice. The ancient, wise old tree and the young, fragile sapling are the same to you. The vibrant wildflower and the dry, dead brush are equal fuel. You devour the homes of countless creatures, the squirrel's nest, the bear's den, the bird's sanctuary, not out of malice, but because it is your nature. You are a stomach without a brain, an appetite without a conscience, a force that can only be satisfied when there is nothing left to burn. Chapter 2. A body of pure chaos. You have no fixed form. You are not a solid, a liquid, or a gas, but all three at once. You are a shape-shifting monster, your body a chaotic dance of flame, smoke, and superheated air. You are a wall of fire, a creeping ground fire, a terrifying crown fire that leaps from treetop to treetop. You are utterly unpredictable. You are a slave to the wind, which can turn you from a manageable blaze into an uncontrollable firestorm in an instant. You create your own weather, sucking in air, generating massive pyrocumulus clouds and even spawning fiery tornadoes. You are not a being. You are a living, breathing storm of pure chaos. Chapter 3. The sound of a dying world. The soundscape of your existence is a symphony of terror. It is the deafening, continuous roar of 1,000 bonfires. It is the sharp, explosive crack of ancient trees surrendering to your heat, their trunks splitting like gunshots. It is the desperate, unheard cries of the animals trapped in your path. You are the loudest thing in the forest, but your voice is one of pure destruction. It is a sound that silences all others. The gentle birdsong, the rustle of leaves, the buzz of insects, all are replaced by your all-consuming, terrifying roar. To be a wildfire is to be a sound that means the end of all other sounds. Chapter 4. The fear you create, the fear you are. You are a primal fear, etched into the DNA of every living creature in your path. The moment your smoke is smelled on the wind, a wave of panic ripples through the ecosystem. Animals flee in terror, a desperate, chaotic exodus. They know what you are the end. But in a strange, paradoxical way, you are also a being of fear. You are completely dependent on your environment. You are terrified of the rain that can extinguish you, the river that can block your path, the shift in the wind that can starve you of oxygen. Your immense destructive power is also incredibly fragile. You are a monster that is constantly running from its own death. Chapter 5. The legacy of ash. When your rampage is finally over, when you have either run out of fuel or been extinguished by the elements, you leave behind a world of profound silence and desolation. The vibrant green forest is now a monochrome graveyard of blackened skeletal trees. The ground is a carpet of grey ash. The air is thick with the smell of smoke and death. This is your legacy. A scorched earth, a silent, empty landscape. You are a force that erases. You take a world teeming with life, color, and sound, and you reduce it to its most basic, elemental form, carbon. To be a wildfire is to be an artist whose only medium is destruction, and whose only masterpiece is a barren, silent canvas. You're now halfway through the story of this necessary monster. If this exploration of nature's destructive creative paradox is sparking your thoughts, consider subscribing so you don't miss the conclusion to this and other profound tales. Chapter 6. The unwanted architect of rebirth. Here lies the cruel cosmic irony of your existence. In many ecosystems, your destruction is a necessary act of creation. You are nature's reset button. By clearing out the dead underbrush, you make way for new growth. The intense heat of your passing forces open the cones of certain pine trees, releasing their seeds onto a newly fertilized, sunlit forest floor. You are an agent of renewal. After your passing, life will return, often stronger and more diverse than before. But you will never know this. You do not get to see the first green shoots pushing through your ashes. You do not get to witness the rebirth you have unintentionally made possible. Your only role is to be the destroyer. The world may need your destructive power to be reborn, but you are still the monster. You are the necessary evil, the villain in nature's grand story, a god of death who is also unknowingly a god of life. Chapter 7. A monster made by others. While you can be born of nature, increasingly you are born of human hands. A careless campfire, a discarded cigarette, a spark from machinery. You are often a monster of humanity's own making, a consequence of their negligence or their changing of the climate. They create you, then they fear you, then they fight you. You become a symbol of their own short-sightedness. You are the raging, uncontrolled consequence of their actions, a fiery manifestation of a problem they refuse to solve. You are a beast of their creation, and they hunt you as if you were a wild alien force. Chapter 8. The battle against a mindless force. They see it as a heroic battle of good versus evil, of order versus chaos. But you are not an army. You have no strategy, no general, no desire for victory. You are simply following the laws of physics. The battle is a complete mismatch of intent. They are fighting a conscious war against a mindless chemical process. To be a wildfire is to be an enemy that does not even know it is in a fight. Chapter 9. The final. Guttering breath. Your death is not a quiet fading. It is a slow, sputtering starvation. Your massive roar dwindles to a crackle, then a hiss. The last pockets of heat glow like malevolent red eyes in the darkness, embers waiting for a breath of wind to reignite. But eventually the last ember dies, the last wisp of smoke curls into the sky, and then there is only silence. Your brief, violent, and spectacular existence is over. You were a temporary king, a god of a burning world, and now you are nothing but a cold black memory on the landscape. Chapter 10. A world that must burn to live. The ultimate tragedy of the wildfire is that it is a necessary part of the world, yet it is a purely destructive experience for the fire itself. The forest needs you to cleanse itself, to be healthy, but in your own lifetime, you experience nothing but a mindless, chaotic hunger. You are a vital process that is also a catastrophe. You are a fundamental part of nature's cycle, but you are the part that everything fears and no one mourns. You are the pain that leads to healing, but you yourself only ever know the pain. Gending, the ash that remains. So what does it mean to be born as a wildfire? It means your only purpose is to consume, to destroy, to erase. It means to be a mindless hunger, a slave to the wind and the fuel in your path. It means your legacy is a silent, blackened earth, a world of ash and ghosts. It means that even your creative role in nature's cycle is one you can never witness or understand. Perhaps that is why to be born a wildfire is one of the worst fates. You are a necessary monster, a crucial apocalypse. You are a force of renewal that is only ever experienced as an ending. You are a brilliant, terrifying flame that in the end is destined to become nothing but cold, forgotten ash.